You know what keeps coming up lately? I keep thinking about everything we got wrong when we first started investing at 25.
Honestly, same. We thought we were being smart, but looking back now, we were making some painfully obvious mistakes without realizing it.
The worst part is, nobody sat us down and explained the basics clearly. We just figured things out the hard way over time.
And that cost us real money. Not huge amounts at first, but years of missed growth that we can never actually get back now.
That's exactly why we're sharing this today. If you've ever second-guessed a financial decision, tell us about it in the comments below.
And if conversations like this help you think more carefully about your money, consider subscribing. We have these discussions here every single week.
So the first thing we wish we understood earlier is that investing is not about picking the perfect stock at the perfect moment.
Right, because chasing individual stocks without understanding the fundamentals is basically gambling with extra steps and a nicer sounding name attached to it.
What actually builds wealth is consistency, putting money into diversified funds month after month, regardless of what the market is doing that particular week.
But here's the part people skip. Before you invest a single dollar, you need an emergency fund sitting safely in a savings account first.
We learned that the hard way. We started investing without a safety net, and when an unexpected expense hit, we had to sell at a loss.
That one mistake set us back almost a full year. 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in cash before you touch the market is essential.
Once that foundation is solid, the next step is understanding compound interest. It sounds basic, but most people underestimate how powerful it actually becomes.
Even $100 a month invested starting at 25 can grow into over $300,000 by retirement with average market returns.
The math only works if you start early, though. Every year you delay cuts into that growth significantly, and you can never recover that lost time.
Which is exactly why waiting for the perfect moment to invest is one of the biggest traps beginners fall into. There is no perfect moment.
Time in the market beats timing the market. That single principle would have saved us from so many bad decisions in our early years.
Another thing we wish we understood is the real difference between index funds and actively managed funds. The fees alone can quietly destroy your returns.
An index fund tracking the entire market charges almost nothing in fees. Actively managed funds charge significantly more and rarely outperform the index long term.
We were paying a financial advisor a percentage of our portfolio for years before we realized a simple index fund was outperforming his recommendations.
That doesn't mean all advice is worthless. A good advisor helps with tax strategy and planning, but for basic investing, simplicity wins almost every time.
Speaking of taxes, we completely ignored tax-advantaged accounts when we started. We were investing in a regular brokerage and paying unnecessary taxes every single year.
A Roth IRA lets your money grow completely tax-free. If we had maxed that out from 25, we'd be in a very different position today.
And employer-matched retirement contributions are literally free money. If your company matches 4%, invest at least 4%. That's an instant guaranteed return.
The biggest lesson from our 20s is that building wealth is boring. It is not exciting stock picks, it is automated transfers and patient waiting.
And that's the part nobody wants to hear. Social media makes investing look thrilling, but real wealth building happens quietly in the background over decades.
We also made the mistake of checking our portfolio every single day. Every small dip felt like a disaster, and every small gain felt like validation.
That emotional roller coaster led us to make impulsive decisions. We sold things we should have held and held things we should have never bought.
The fix was simple. We check our investments once a month now. That's it. Removing the emotion completely changed how we invest for the better.
Another regret is not understanding risk tolerance early on. We invested aggressively because we thought that's what young people were supposed to do with their money.
But aggressive doesn't mean reckless. Putting 70% in stocks and 30% in bonds at 25 is aggressive enough for most people starting out.
The point is having a plan that matches your actual comfort level. If a market drop makes you panic sell, your allocation is too aggressive for you.
We also wish someone had warned us about lifestyle creep. Every raise we got, our spending increased by exactly the same amount. Our savings rate never improved.
The rule we follow now is simple. Every time income goes up, at least half of that increase goes straight into investments before we touch anything.
That one habit alone accelerated our portfolio growth more than any individual stock pick or clever strategy we ever tried. It sounds boring because it is.
And please do not go into debt to invest. We've seen people take out loans thinking they'll beat the interest rate with market returns. That is dangerous.
The market can drop 30% in a month. Your loan payment doesn't care. Pay off high-interest debt first, then invest what remains after that obligation.
Credit card debt at 20% interest will eat you alive faster than any investment can grow your money. Eliminate that before doing anything in the market.
One more thing we tell our 25-year-old selves is to stop comparing our financial journey to other people. Everyone's situation is completely different from yours.
Someone investing $5,000 a month has different results than someone investing $200. Both are making progress. Comparison only leads to bad, impulsive decisions.
The only comparison that matters is you versus where you were 6 months ago. If you're moving forward even slowly, you are doing this right.
We also underestimated how much learning matters. Reading even one investing book a year puts you ahead of 90% of people who never educate themselves at all.
Some books changed everything for us. Simple concepts explained clearly gave us more confidence than any YouTube video or trending stock tip ever could provide.
But don't let learning become procrastination either. Some people research for years and never actually open a brokerage account. Action matters more than perfect knowledge.
You can start with literally $10 in an index fund today. The mechanics of investing are simple. The discipline to keep going is the actual hard part.
And that discipline gets easier over time. Once you see your money growing, even small amounts, it becomes motivating. The hardest part is truly just getting started.
If we could go back to 25, we'd start immediately. Automate everything, ignore the noise, and just let compound interest do the heavy lifting for us.
We'd also be kinder to ourselves about mistakes. Every investor makes them. What separates successful investors from everyone else is staying in the game regardless.
So if you're in your 20s or even 30s and feel behind, you're not. Starting today still puts you years ahead of people who never start at all.
That's the honest truth from two people who learned every single lesson the expensive way. Start simple, stay consistent, and give your money time to grow.